Hey guys, welcome aboard the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, think about doing that. I don't think I've asked that in about 6 months. I almost never ask that. So I don't know. It's too cliche, I guess, and I don't like cliches, but it's kind of legit. But anyway, I'm doing a gift request today, and I absolutely love the name of this band, Micky and the Motorcars. Like, that sounds like something from the 60s, you know? Like what, Haley and the Comets and all this, but Faded and Gone, and it was requested by Matt Galardo, who made a gift to the channel for me to do this. So Matt, thank you for this very much. So let's just see what these folks have for us. Micky and the Motorcars, Faded and Gone. Of course, the title doesn't clue me into anything, which is standard Matt Galardo MO.
Walked together through so many fears, supporting each other through the love and the laughter and tears. Yeah, we were so young, and our hearts were so strong, but now the love in your eyes is fine. No need for carrying on. It dusk into darkness and darkness to dawn. Finally faded and for each other that we could, and there was never a question, knowing right where our hearts stood. And we were so strong, and you always held on, but now the love in your eyes is finally faded and gone. Finally faded and gone.
Finally, that's rough.
No need for carrying on. Yeah, dusk into darkness and darkness to dawn. Finally faded and gone. Yeah, dusk into darkness and darkness to dawn. Finally faded and gone.
That's an interesting way of putting it, because the dawn is when the light comes up. But in this case, it's done. That the things that were left out in this song are what lends a brilliance to it. Because the inclination when you're creative and you develop a library of skills, whether as a lyricist or an instrumentalist, and you're writing songs and putting them all together, or whether you're a writer who writes articles or books or whatever, it's so much easier to add stuff. That's your inclination, because I mean, there's a blank piece of paper to start out with, and you just put an idea down, let's say the lyrics for a song. And so the polarity of your psyche, if you could call it that, is to add stuff. But it's like the phrase for writers, it's like writers write, authors rewrite. And if you want to be an author, you've got to rewrite. And the key to rewriting and editing is concision, is conciseness, to get rid of stuff, to not put stuff in. So the first thing you do is you blather all this stuff into something. You don't edit yourself. It's one approach to writing. And then you go back in and you see what works and what doesn't work. And probably 80% of what you initially blather out, if you're going to write a book or in your first draft, it's going to suck. Even the best writers, their first drafts all suck. They go in, they craft, they edit, they take stuff out, they rearrange timelines or whatever. And in a song like this is what goes on in my brain when I'm listening to one like this, without saying it all until now, that what's left out is a mark of genius, but you don't see it. It's what you might, like Nassim Taleb in his book Black Swan and Anti-Fragile and all, he speaks in economic terms or philosophical terms. He refers to that as silent evidence. It's kind of like people who are afraid of plane crashes. Well, everybody's afraid of a plane crash, but people who are afraid of flying generally have in their minds that every couple of years there'll be some report in the news that an aircraft in Russia or America or Malaysia went down. And then your mind gets stuck on that. But what you're not thinking about are the millions of flights that have taken off and landed flawlessly, because nobody reports that. So you don't see it. So it's sort of like silent evidence, if you want to go find it, about how safe it is to actually fly. A song like this just leaves it open-ended, but there's enough to go on about a dying love. The word embers weren't even used in this. The metaphor of dusk. What was it, like dusk to evening, evening to dawn, and the love was finally faded and gone. Not just faded and gone, finally. And you're like, shoot, man. So when he didn't sing it as a tale of woe, there was nothing whiny about it. It was just, she's gonna go because it's not in her any longer. They started strong, and for whatever reason, it petered out. So, Matt, that was really good. As always, I know you like seeing my take on stuff like this, but there was a new person on the channel, too, who said he's a poet. And I forget the screen name. It just popped into my head. But the people who work with language on that level, like you do, Matt, because you were an English major, or folks who love words, it isn't what you put in. It's what you leave out. And that's a mark of genius. But you just don't know what got left out. But you know there was a lot in a song like this, because it could have gone anywhere. So, I'm going to rate this song. Jesus, I forget. All right, the number that popped into my head was an 8.7. As slow moving and all, that just comported, it agreed entirely with, the theme of the song. Just a slow fade, and now it's gone. And the instrumentation, everything about it was lent itself to that theme. So there it is. Thank you again, Matt. I'll see you again on another one, no doubt about it. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.